Okay, let's get into your reading, Taurus. Someone has made the most serious decision of their life. And the decision is you. Not casually, not let's see where this goes, permanently. And what I'm about to show you in these cards is exactly what that decision looks like from the inside and why everything you went through was the thing that produced it. And I know some of you are sitting there thinking, after everything this person put me through, after the confusion, the secrets, the moments where you were the only one putting in the effort, yes, after all of it, because every boundary you set, every moment you stood in your worth instead of accepting less, every time you chose yourself was the thing that broke them open. And what came out the other side of that breaking open is a person who has arrived at the most serious conclusion of their life, that you are the one, that they want you permanently, that the only version of their future worth building is the one that has you standing beside them as their partner for life. Drop a comment right now and say, I am ready for this. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Okay, let's go all the way in. Okay, first oracle card. You stopped fighting to prove your worth to this person, and that decision changed everything. And your guides led with this because it is the origin of everything that is coming. Because there was a point, a specific, real point, where you got tired. Not the dramatic kind of tired, the deep, settled, I am done auditioning for someone who should already know my value tired. And in that tiredness, you made a decision that you may not have even fully registered as significant at the time. You stopped competing. You stopped fighting to be chosen. You stopped pouring energy into something that was not pouring back. And the moment you stopped, the moment you withdrew that energy, something broke open in this person. Because they had been counting on you staying, counting on you being available, counting on the door always being open. And when you closed it, quietly, without drama, just decisively, everything changed, because you cannot realize what you have until you are facing the reality of not having it. And this person is now facing that reality fully. And the decision it has produced in them is the one this reading is about. Okay, second oracle card. They have been watching you, and what they are seeing is someone who became everything they were afraid to lose. And your guides are showing me what has been happening on their side. Because they have been watching you, not casually, closely, watching how you carry yourself, watching the energy you put out, watching whether you were going to collapse back into the version of yourself that accepted less. And what they have been watching instead is someone who glowed, someone who stepped into their power, someone who started receiving attention, building their life, standing in a fullness that radiates outward and draws people in. And every time they see that, every time the evidence lands that you are not only okay without them but thriving, it panics them. It makes them realize with the specific gut level clarity of someone who almost made the biggest mistake of their life that you are not just someone they want. You are someone they cannot afford to lose. And that distinction between wanting and cannot afford to lose is the distinction between someone considering a relationship and someone deciding on a life partner. Okay, third oracle card. They're going through a tower transformation because of you, a coming to Jesus moment that is forcing them to become who you need them to be, And your guides brought this through because they want you to understand the internal process happening in this person right now. Because it is not surface level change. It is not them deciding to try harder because they think it will bring you back. It is a tower moment. The specific, uncomfortable, you cannot go back to who you were kind of transformation that only happens when the thing you have been avoiding finally arrives at your door. And what arrived at their door was the reality of losing you. And the reality of losing you brought with it a forced confrontation with everything they did wrong, everything they hid, every time they prioritized their own comfort over your deserving. And the confrontation is producing something, a different person. Someone who is thinking about therapy. Someone who is looking at their habits. Someone who is asking, what do I need to do to make this right? And the asking is the beginning of the transformation that the wife and life partner energy requires. Okay, fourth oracle card. Their secrets and skeletons are coming out, and the exposure is forcing the full honesty. And this oracle card is the one I most need you to sit with, because part of what is driving the tower moment is that things are coming out. The things they hid, the things they were not fully honest about, the version of events they presented to you that was edited, that showed you what they wanted you to see, while keeping other things in the shadows. And the shadows are coming into the light, not because you went looking, because that is what the universe does when it is time for something to be complete. And when the exposure happens, when you find out what you find out, there is going to be a moment of vindication, the specific, settling vindication of someone who always sensed something and is finally receiving the confirmation that their instincts were right all along. Okay, fifth oracle card, the contact is coming, and it carries a quality that is completely different from anything before it. And your guides want to prepare you for the quality of what is heading toward you. Because this is not the casual check-in. This is not the testing the waters reach out. This is someone calling because they have sat in the weight of losing you for long enough that they cannot sit in it anymore. And what they are calling to say has a seriousness to it, a heaviness, the specific heaviness of someone who has rehearsed this conversation many times already, because they know they only get so many chances, and they are coming to you with what they should have brought a long time ago. Honesty, accountability, and the specific vulnerability of someone who is done pretending they do not need you as permanently as they do. Okay, sixth oracle card. Your guides are naming the fear before it arrives, not the fear they won't come back, the fear of trusting it when they do. And your guides brought this card through because they love you enough to name the thing sitting underneath your strength right now. Because the fear is not that they won't reach out. The cards are confirming they will. The fear is, what do I do when they do? Because the love is still real. And the love is going to feel the pull the moment they reach out. And the part of you that remembers every time before is going to ask, is this real this time? Is this the changed version, or is this the same person with better words? And your guides are naming this now because a fear you can see cannot ambush you. What they need from you is not immediate softening. What they need from you is the Queen of Pentacles energy. Show me the changed behavior. Show me the follow through. Show me the evidence. And then the door opens from a place of strength. Okay, seventh oracle card. You are standing in Nine of Pentacles energy, and that is the exact frequency that draws life partner love. And your guides added this oracle card because they want you to understand the mechanism. Because the wife and life partner energy coming toward you is not arriving despite the fact that you became whole on your own. It is arriving because of it, because Nine of Pentacles energy, the independence, the abundance, the I am complete within myself energy is the most magnetic frequency for the kind of love that wants to build a permanent life. Because someone who wants a wife, a life partner, does not want someone who needs them to be complete. They want someone who chose them from a place of wholeness, and that is exactly what you are right now. Whole, thriving, standing in your own fullness and choosing from that fullness, not from desperation, not from fear, not from need. And the person who has been watching you stand there has never wanted anyone more in their entire life. The Nine of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Temperance card, the Strength card, the Hierophant, the Justice card, the Seven of Pentacles, the Chariot, the World, the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Cups, 11 cards. And I want to take real time with every single one because together they are telling the complete story of someone arriving at the life partner decision. The Nine of Pentacles first. And this is your energy. This is you right now, standing in abundance, standing in independence, standing in the specific fullness of someone who realized they did not need to be rescued. They needed to be chosen. And there is a difference. The Nine of Pentacles woman does not wait for someone to arrive and complete her. She builds her garden. She tends her vines. She stands in what she has created, and she lets the right person find their way to her through the magnetism of what she has become. And that is exactly what you have done, and exactly what is happening right now. The right person is finding their way back to you. And the Emperor in this spread is this person's energy shifting. Because the Emperor is not someone who is passive. The Emperor is someone who decides, who commits, who builds. And the Emperor arriving in a reading about someone wanting you as their life partner is the cards showing me the decision energy forming in them. They are being forced by the Tower moment, by your Nine of Pentacles radiance, by the very real fear of watching you move forward without them into an Emperor level decision. Are you going to fight for what you want or are you not? And the Emperor in this position is the cards confirming that the answer arriving is yes. They are going to fight. And the fighting looks like commitment. It looks like showing up. It looks like the Emperor energy of someone who has finally decided they are done letting fear run the show. And Temperance is the healing card. The card of integration, of balance, of two things being brought together into something more complete than either was alone. And Temperance appearing here is telling me two things simultaneously. First, your healing, the specific, quiet, ongoing healing that has been making you stronger throughout everything that happened. And the more you heal, the more magnetic you become. Not because healing makes you more attractive, but because healing makes you more yourself. And you at your most yourself is exactly the energy that is drawing the life partner decision out of them. And second, their healing. The working on themselves energy, the sitting with what they did energy, that Temperance always signals when it appears after a Tower moment. And strength is one of the most perfectly placed cards in this entire spread, because strength is not force. Strength is the woman with flowers in her hair who holds the lion's mouth, not by overpowering it, but by being more grounded than it is. And strength appearing here is both your energy and their mirror. Your energy because you are the woman holding the lion right now, the lion of this situation, of their behavior, of the fear of being hurt again, and you are holding it with a quiet, unshakable authority that comes from knowing who you are. And their mirror, because watching your strength is what is showing them what they are being called to match. And matching your strength is what the life partner decision requires of them. And the Hierophant, and I want to take extra time with the Hierophant because in the context of this reading, the Hierophant is the most significant card in the spread because the Hierophant is the commitment card, the official, real in the world, witnessed and formalized commitment card. And for some of you, this is the marriage card, the I want to make this permanent in every way card. And the Hierophant appearing here is the universe's most direct confirmation of the title of this reading. Someone wants you as their wife, not their girlfriend, not their situationship, their wife, their partner for life. And the Hierophant is the card that sits at the center of that wanting and says, yes, this is the decision, this is the level, this is where this is going. And justice in this reading is the vindication card, the scales balancing, the record being set straight, and justice appearing here is confirming something your guides need you to hold. You were right. The things you felt, the things you sensed were happening that you could not prove. The moments where you knew something was off and were told you were imagining it, you were right. And the justice energy arriving means the truth is coming into the light. The skeletons are coming out of the closet, and with them, the full undeniable confirmation that you were right all along. And the vindication is not coming to hurt you. It is coming to free you, to give you the full picture from a place of strength so you can make the most powerful decision of your life with complete information. And the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles is their energy now, standing back and looking at everything, taking stock, looking at what was built, what was planted, what was invested, and understanding the value of what they are at risk of losing. And your guides are showing me something specific. This person has a gift for you, something they have been holding, something they want to bring to you as part of the making it right energy that the Justice card is driving. And the deeper gift is the full honesty, the complete truth, the version of events you were never given and have always deserved. And they are preparing to bring it to you. And the Chariot is the urgency energy in this spread, the I need to get on her level or she is going to leave me behind energy. And this is very specifically their internal experience right now, because they are watching you in Chariot energy, moving forward, winning, not waiting for anyone, and watching themselves be left behind is the most powerful motivator available. And the motivation it is producing is not just, I should reach out. It is, I need to show up at the level she is at. I need to be what she deserves. I need to match her energy, or I am going to watch her build her life with someone who will. And that specific fear is the fire underneath the life partner decision. And the world is one of the most powerful cards in this spread because the world is completion, the end of a chapter and the beginning of what comes next. And the world appearing here is the universe drawing a line under the version of this connection that was uncertain, incomplete, operating below what both of you deserved. That version is completing, done. And what begins on the other side of the World card is the complete version, the full version, the wife and life partner version, where both people are showing up fully and the connection is built on the foundation that the Tower moment cleared the ground for. And the Wheel of Fortune? And the wheel turning here is the timing card. And the Wheel of Fortune is saying, expect the unexpected. Something is coming that you did not see coming from the direction you were watching. Something that arrives and changes everything. A conversation, a revelation, a Tower moment of exposure that lands out of nowhere and suddenly gives you all the clarity you have been waiting for. And the wheel turning does not ask for your timing preference. It just turns. And when it clicks, and it is already clicking, the entire dynamic between you and this person is going to shift into the permanent version of what it was always capable of being. And the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups closes the tarot spread, and it closes it exactly where it should. The Ace of Cups is the fresh, full, overflowing emotional beginning. The cup that is not repaired, it is brand new. And the Ace of Cups appearing as the final tarot card is the universe's most tender confirmation of where all of this is heading. A real beginning, a fresh start, built on the honest foundation that the Tower moment and the Justice card have been clearing the ground for. And the Ace of Cups is full, not cautiously full, completely, overflowingly. This is real full. And it is coming toward you with the Hierophant behind it, with the commitment behind it, with the I want you as my wife and life partner energy behind it. And your hands just need to be open to receive it. Okay, tea leaf cards, 7 of them. First tea leaf card. What they are doing right now, the panic and the strategizing happening behind the scenes. And your guides are giving you the real-time picture of this person. Because right now, while you are watching this reading, they are not at peace. They are in their head, overthinking, overanalyzing, going over every possible version of how they approach you. And there is a 9 of Swords quality to it. The sleepless, I don't know what to do quality of someone who knows exactly what they need to do and is terrified of doing it wrong. And underneath the anxiety is the awareness. She is not waiting for me. She is moving. She is building. She is becoming exactly the person that I kept almost having and kept letting go of. And the haunted quality of that awareness is what is driving everything toward the contact that is coming. Next tea leaf card, the Tower moment arriving and what comes out when it does. And the Tower moment is not far. And when it arrives, when something is exposed or revealed or simply lands with a weight that can no longer be ignored, things are going to move fast because the Tower does not give people time to strategize. It just arrives. And in the wake of the Tower, the carefully managed version of events this person has been presenting starts to crack. The skeletons come out. The things that were done in the shadows come into the light. And in that moment, the moment of full exposure, 2 things happen simultaneously. You get the vindication you have always deserved, and they finally have no more walls to hide behind. And what comes out of someone when there is nowhere left to hide is the most honest version of what they actually feel. And what they actually feel is you. Next tea leaf card, the conversation they want to have, what they are building up to saying. And your guides are showing me the content of what is forming in them because this person has been rehearsing a conversation in their head for a while now. And the conversation starts with the thing they have never fully said out loud. I took too long. I was scared. I knew your worth, and I let my own patterns get in the way of honoring it. And then it moves into something specific. They want to meet. They want to sit across from you and tell you face to face that you are the person they want. Not casually, permanently. And the word they are building toward, the word they have been turning over in the quiet of their own interior, is partner, wife, the person I want to build everything with. And saying it out loud is the most vulnerable thing they have ever considered doing. And they are preparing to do it. Next tea leaf card. What your guides need from you while all of this unfolds. And this is the tea leaf card with the most practical instruction. Because while the tower is happening for them, while the reaching out is forming, while the vindication is arriving, your guides need something from you. Stay in the Nine of Pentacles. Stay in your wholeness. Do not soften before they have demonstrated the change. Do not open the door before the evidence has arrived. Not because you are punishing them, but because the version of you that requires evidence is the version that produces the Hierophant, gets the commitment, gets the wife energy they are building toward. The version that softens too quickly gets the same thing as before. So stay there. Your wholeness is the most powerful thing in this entire situation. Next tea leaf card. The vindication arriving and what it feels like when you find out you were right, and the vindication is coming, not as a weapon, not as something dramatic you have to go and find. It arrives on its own. The truth has a gravity of its own, and it always eventually falls back to earth. And when it arrives, when you receive the information that confirms what you always sensed, what you always felt in your gut but could never prove, the feeling is going to be specific, not triumphant, settling. The specific, quiet settling of someone who was told they were imagining things and finds out they were not. And from that settled place, from the place of full information, you get to make the most empowered decision of your life about this person, about what you want, about what the wife and life partner chapter of your story actually looks like. Next tea leaf card. The new energy available when you fully release what no longer serves you. And your guides are also showing you the alternative current running through this reading. Because for some of you, the person reaching out may ultimately not bring enough evidence, may not have changed enough. And if you walk away fully, if you release the idea completely of what this could have been, there is something beautiful waiting on the other side of that release, a new energy, someone who arrives without the history, without the patterns, without the tower moments and the secrets, someone who shows up already at the level you deserve, and the wife and life partner energy is confirmed for you either way. It is coming in one form or another. It is coming. And the last tea leaf card, you receiving the life partner energy, standing in it as the woman who required it. And your guides ended here because this is the image they most want you to carry. You receiving the life partner energy, not anxiously, not from a place of relief that someone finally chose you. From a place of recognizing that this is what you always deserved, and you simply waited until it arrived at the correct level. And the feeling of receiving that is going to be different from anything before, because it is not going to feel like finally. it is going to feel like, of course, this is where it was heading. Of course, this is what I was holding the line for. Of course, this is the version that was always possible when I stopped accepting anything less. Okay, final messages from your guides. Just one. Stay in your worth. The life partner energy is confirmed, and it is coming to the woman who required it. Stay in your worth. That is the instruction. One instruction. Just that. Because the Nine of Pentacles showed your wholeness as the magnet, and the Emperor showed their decision forming, and Temperance showed the healing on both sides, and Strength showed the quiet authority you carry that they are being called to match. And the Hierophant showed the commitment, the wife energy, the life partner decision forming in someone who has been broken open by the reality of almost losing you. And Justice confirmed you were right. And the Seven of Pentacles showed them preparing to bring something real to you. And the Chariot showed the urgency, and the World drew the line under the incomplete version and began the complete one. And the Wheel said, expect the unexpected, and the shift is already clicking. And the Ace of Cups said it is full, it is real, it is coming. And all of it, every card in this reading, is pointing at one thing, that the wife and life partner energy is confirmed for you, that it is coming with the honesty and the commitment and the Hierophant level seriousness that you always deserved, and it is coming to the version of you that stood in her worth and required it. So stay there, because the door is about to have someone knocking on it who finally deserves to come in. Okay, to bring this home, get ready. Someone wants you as their wife and life partner. And the cards showed us everything. Your guides told us you stopped fighting to prove your worth, and that decision changed everything. That they have been watching you thrive, and it is destroying every excuse they built. That the Tower transformation is happening because of you, and it is forcing them to become who you need them to be. That their secrets and skeletons are coming out, and the exposure is forcing the full honesty. That the contact coming carries a completely different energy than anything before it. That the fear to name is not whether they come back, but whether you can trust it when they do. And they need evidence, not words. And that your Nine of Pentacles wholeness is the exact frequency that draws life partner love. The Nine of Pentacles showed your wholeness as the magnet. The Emperor showed their decision forming. Temperance showed the healing on both sides. Strength showed your quiet authority calling them to match it. The Hierophant confirmed the commitment, the wife energy, the life partner level. Justice confirmed the vindication is coming and you were right. The Seven of Pentacles showed them preparing to bring something real to you. The Chariot showed the urgency to get on your level before they lose you. The World completed the incomplete chapter and began the full one. The Wheel said expect the unexpected, and the shift is already clicking. And the Ace of Cups closed the spread on a full, fresh, real beginning. And the tea leaf cards showed them in the panic and the strategizing right now, the Tower moment arriving, and what comes out when it does. The conversation they are building up to having with you, what your guides need from you while it all unfolds. The vindication arriving and what it feels like when you find out you were right. The new energy available if you fully release what no longer serves you. And you receiving the life partner energy as the woman who required it rather than the one who accepted less. One instruction. Stay in your worth. The life partner energy is confirmed. And it is coming to the woman who required it. Do not let her go anywhere before it arrives. Claim this, loves. Drop a comment and say, I claim this. and someone wants me as their wife and life partner, and I stay in my worth, and I receive it from the strength, because every word of that is true. Save this, share it today, and come back and tell me when the tower moment arrives and the conversation happens. I want to know what was said when they finally brought you the full truth. If this resonated, please give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment, and tell me what hit hardest. And if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Take care of yourself. Bye, loves.